Hello everyone, welcome to Minnie's Pixel Palace. I'm Minnie Snackums, and these are my top 15 games I'm looking forward to playing 2023 edition. Number 15, Final Fantasy Pixel Remasters 1 through 6. The Pixel Remasters are already out on Steam and mobile, but these are coming to PlayStation and Nintendo Switch spring of 2023. The remasters features an update on the sprites, backgrounds, music, interface, and more. According to Square, the stories remain the same. Final Fantasy 4 and 7 are what I base all my RPG reviews on, and though I've been a fan of Final Fantasy series for a long time, I'm excited to finally playing through all 6 right here on my channel and cannot wait for these to come out on console. Number 14, World of Anterra. World of Anterra is an indie game set to launch July 2023 and is releasing out on all major platforms with both single player and co-op. Anterra.rpg.com states the game is influenced by both classic and modern games. Anterra completed its Kickstarter in September of 2022 with 300% funding. Not only is Anterra an open world RPG, but the game also features camping, crafting, and fishing. One thing that stood out to me was the controllable dialogue system, where you can pick the questions when conversating with the NPCs. I'm in love with the pixel graphics and dynamic lighting, and I cannot wait to dive into the storyline of these characters. I'm always happy to find new RPGs with a co-op feature. Number 13, Doloc Town. I discovered Doloc Town on Steam. It's an indie game that is described as both a simulation and shooter. I'm not normally a fan of shooters, but I love the pixel graphics and its unique color palette. It's featuring a wasteland punk art style that just speaks to my heart. The storyline is described as witty and lighthearted. You can build a town, catch some animals, learn to cook, but also fight monsters in the wild with the game's 50 different weapons and firearms. I'm sad to say I couldn't find a release date, but I'm really looking forward to seeing how this game functions as both a shooter and a sim. I also love that this game is side-scrolling, so if you gamers are like me and deal with motion sickness, this is always a definite plus. Number 12, Crystarise. Crystarise is another indie game featured on Steam's upcoming list and is set to release April 27th, 2023. This is an open-world RPG featuring a female protagonist and has both single-player and co-op. Your mission is to become the guardian deity and develop your sky island. As you go out on your adventure to gather materials to grow your island, you also become stronger. I'm really excited to take on this adventure as it appeals to both my RPG gamer side and my sim side. The art style is very adorable with a jewel-toned color palette. Plus, who doesn't want to own an island in the sky? Number 11, Sanctuary Saga. Sanctuary Saga is a turn-based RPG coming out March 8th, 2023 on Steam. You start your adventures by gathering up a group of 4 teammates. You must learn to work together to survive the wilds of 4 different biomes. Each character's skills are unique to them, and role management is important in each battle. The relationships of your teammates matter in this game, and some teammates will even refuse to fight if they aren't in good standing. I really love the art style, of course, because pixels are my favorite, if you haven't already noticed. I really haven't seen any other RPGs focus so much on team building and forming good relationships. I'm excited to see how this one plays out. Number 10, Mr. Saitou, and I hope I'm saying that right. Mr. Saitou is an adventure RPG. The storyline of this game really intrigued me as it's about Mr. Saitou, who is an overworked and isolated person, which I feel like a lot of us could relate to. An incident lands Mr. Saitou in the hospital, and a surprise friend guides him on a life-changing adventure. The demo of this game is on Steam right now, and the game will release March 23rd, 2023. If you're a big fan of emotionally investing in your characters and going along for the ride of the story, I think you're really going to enjoy this one. Number 9, Roots of Pacha. Roots of Pacha is a farming simulation game coming out April 25th, 2023. This sim is set in the Stone Age, which sets it apart from the other games on my list and is both single player and online co-op for up to 4 players. Not only can you farm, fish, and mine, but you can befriend animals and also tame them. You start off with very basic tools and 2 farms to manage. The quality of your wild seeds and tool upgrades as you progress and make new discoveries. I'm really happy this game is co-op. The bad news is it's not going to be cross-play, but the good news is it's going to come out on all major platforms. Number 8, Honeymancer. Honeymancer is another game that I've been keeping an eye out on Steam, and there's no release date just yet. It says coming soon, but I am greatly anticipating this one as it looks super adorable. In this farming sim game, you are a beekeeper who happens to be a bear, who also happens to be a witch. Your job is to tend to your bees, keep them producing honey so that you can use honey magic. Your goal is to save the forest from evil robots. The story seems a little out there and silly, but that's why I love it, and I cannot wait to see a release date on this one so I can live out my bear beekeeper life. Number 7, One Lonely Outpost. I know I have a lot of farming sims, but that's what my heart has been enjoying, and if you aren't into being a bear beekeeper or a farmer in the Stone Age, this game will speak to all of those science fiction lovers as you are colonizing life on a different planet. This game is single player and also co-op with up to 3 people, so you don't have to terraform the barren land alone. This game is set to launch on Steam in 2023, though there is not an official set date just yet. Also, just some quick little info about all of these games I've mentioned so far. I will be putting the links to the game trailers below, as well as developer information and websites, so be sure to check those out so you can see these games for yourselves. Number 6, Cloudscape. Cloudscape is an open-world action and adventure survival game. You play as a cloudling who wakes up on an unpopulated island. Monsters come out at night, so your goal is to survive the night and discover new islands. This game not only features the usual sim farming, fishing, foraging, and crafting, but you can also make friends or even find love. This game gives me major Minecraft meets Stardew Valley vibes, and I'm excited to give this one a try. There's no official release date that I could find, but this is coming to all major platforms. Now let's get into my top 5 pixel game picks for 2023. Number 5, Super Zoo Story. Super Zoo Story is another game coming out to all major platforms. It's a life simulation game, and this time you are a zookeeper. The game developers were inspired by Stardew Valley, so there's a lot of familiar Stardew Valley vibes going on. Now, this did cause some controversy, but the developers took the time to go back and redesign the game so that it has more of their own feel, which I greatly appreciate. There are over 70 animals to put in your zoo in this game, as well as helping the fellow townsfolk repopulate the oceanarium. Not only will you be able to build relationships with the townspeople, you can explore caves and combine DNA of animals and dinosaurs for more colors and patterns. Each animal is unique to the type of care you will give them to keep them happy. I've had my eye on this game for months now, and I cannot wait to hear a release date. Number 4, Pixelshire. In Pixelshire, you find yourself on the continent of Arcadia. The islands and caves are procedurally generated. As you farm, go exploring, and build your dream home, you also build relationships with the townspeople and help them build their homes too. There are several trades to choose from, and you can sell all your valuables found and goods produced in your shop. This game is set to release in 2023, though there is not an official release date. I cannot wait to try this one. Number 3, Moonstone Island. Moonstone Island has been described as Pokemon combined with Stardew Valley. In this RPG sim, you collect creatures in an open world environment with over 100 islands to go exploring on. The goal of this game is to go out and collect nature spirits, brew potions, and complete your alchemy training. I love how each island is unique and ties together with the types of nature spirits you find on that island. The release date on this one is still to be announced, but this will be coming out on Nintendo Switch, Windows, and Mac. Number 2, Sea of Stars. I've been playing the demo of Sea of Stars, and I cannot wait to play the game in its entirety. Sea of Stars is coming to Steam, Nintendo Switch, and PlayStation, and is a modernized classic turn-based RPG with amazing graphics and soundtrack. This game beautifully showcases a modernized pixel art style with dynamic lighting without straying too far from the classic RPG pixel look. The battle system is turn-based, but with a nice update feature of timed attacks, so it's not completely a mindless battle system, but still easy to learn. I'm a huge fan of turn-based RPGs, and the only downside is that it won't be released until later this year in August. I'm really anxious to dive into these characters and their stories. I'm hoping to get a more detailed review out soon on my channel, so stay tuned for that and make sure to give a like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content so far. Speaking of beautifully modernized pixel graphics, I cannot wait to get my hands on this turn-based RPG, and it is our number one, Octopath Traveler II. This game is already out on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, and Steam. The game is pixelated but has amazing lighting, small twinkling details in the water, particles in the sky, and so on. This is the ultimate example for what I think a successful Pixel HD 2D art style embodies. If you played Octopath Traveler 1, 2 is true to the original as you begin with choosing from 8 different travelers and have the same battle system. They have improved the level up grind by putting in a day and a night system where enemies will be stronger at night. There's also an improved map with secrets large and small to explore. A generous 3-hour demo is out now, as well as if you want to give this one a try before you buy. I'm currently playing through number 1, but I cannot wait to jump into this sequel, and that is why it is my number 1. These are the top 15 games I'm looking forward to as of 2023, and thank you so much for watching until the end of the video, and remember to like and subscribe for more content like this.